All right, I am back with a reading for Gemini rising. Again, this is for the new moon in Aries. So this new moon in Aries is going to be transiting the 11th house if you are a Gemini rising, okay? Again, this is conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. So the things that are going to be illuminated is increased awareness to your wounds and realizing your ability to heal yourself, okay? We also have Mercury conjunct Chiron, so this is making it easier for you to, discuss how you feel, discuss your pain, discuss your emotions, but I also want to be careful about the way that you're speaking because Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, which is the planet of war. So, we don't want to be having a war of words. Okay. So I'm going to be pulling from 3 different decks, the Rider-Waite, the Pegasus Oracle deck, and a deck that I made on my own. So we got peace and go time. From my deck. Now we're going to be shuffling for what we should release. So what should Gemini rising release? Is there anything in their subconscious mind? Anything in their heart? Anything in their throat chakra? Release any people, release any jobs, any situations, anything like that. Goodness gracious. This is for Gemini rising. I've been trying to shuffle with these nails, you guys. Okay. What messages do you have for Gemini rising? Judgment and the World card. What you need to release. And what does Gemini rising need to embrace? What do they need to embrace? That's cute. And then from the Pegasus Oracle deck, let's see, we got the Pegasus of Sirius. Okay, Gemini rising. This is beautiful because, again, this new moon has something to do with Chiron. So what you need to release is judgment of yourself. Letting go of past mistakes being old relationships that you were in or unfavorable moments, maybe times where you weren't your highest self and perhaps you've been beating yourself up about this. You've been beating yourself up about it to the point where it's really starting to affect your energy. When you are holding guilt in, it can turn into you feeling bitter. It can turn into you being violent. It can turn into, you just not really being kind to yourself. And if you're not kind to yourself, then you're not going to be kind to others around you. So you need to lay old situations to rest, okay? Make peace with them. Use this Aries new moon to really do a lot of inner work. Make peace with the things that you have done. You can't change them, but what you need to know is that you've gained wisdom from them. Your time of beating yourself up, your time of feeling guilty, your time of holding on to this sadness, to this heaviness, this is the time of reckoning. So it's like, all right, we're laying that to rest, and now we're able to ascend. That's what the Judgment card is about, is ascension. So once you have, made your peace with whatever that has been bringing you down, that's been making you sad, that's been, like I said, just a heavy burden on you. And you've learned, truly and genuinely learned from what you have done. You have to forgive yourself and move on. You went through this because this was about ascension for you. This was about growth for you. This was about realizing that these are opportunities and not obstacles, okay? There is really, we always have this idea of like good and bad, but it's like those concepts really aren't realistic, because even when something is bad and you go through it, you gain wisdom from it. It's still in alignment with the path that you're supposed to be on. Never forget that, okay? You had to go through that. You had to grow through that in order to be the person that you are now. Now, the Judgment card is like the metamorphosis phase, you know? You're able to really move forward and have a lighter spirit, a lighter energy, but you have to allow that to happen, okay? The World card is also piggybacking off of the Judgment card. You've been through these seasons of your life. This is time. It's time for you to move on to the next chapter of your life. We're closing that sad story, that victim story, you know, that whatever it was, we're closing that and we're moving on. We got to release that. We're moving on to the next chapter of our life, okay? We've learned, we're growing, okay? Utilize the spiritual energy, harness that spiritual energy that you have with you, that newfound wisdom. You know, your prayer, your affirmation should be to keep your spirit and your heart light and pure moving forward. You know, Spirit, help me to recognize, you know, when I'm at a crossroads and what road to take, and even if I take the wrong one, allowing that door to be shut, but giving me wisdom to move forward, basically. You know, make up your own prayer, your own affirmation, because we don't want to stay in this energy, okay? Now, what you need to embrace, funny enough, I feel like you need to embrace changes, but changes particularly coming to opportunities that could bring in more money, okay? Page energy gives me student energy. What can I be a student of? You know, what businesses can I get into? If it's not business, if it's not money, you know, what can I learn from a new relationship? Because if a Gemini rising is dealing with, you know, an unfavorable relationship that has happened in the past, and this is what has you stuck in this energy, you need to embrace, like, okay, I'm here, I'm new. How can I love myself better? How can I attract better energy, better individuals to my life? You know, and if it's not you focused on love, how can I attract better opportunities? What can I be a student of? What can I study? What can I fall in love with? When you love something, you study it, okay? So with you studying something that you love, this could really bring inherited wealth, inherited opportunities that could bring in, if it's money that you want, it could bring that in. If it's, like I said, if it's changes that you want, an opportunity to change, to be different, to grow, to be looked at in a different light, this could be here. And we have that number 10, so it's like, let's move on to the next chapter, okay? For my cards, I have go time. This is very fitting for the new year. As you guys know, springtime, Aries energy is the actual real new year that is in alignment with the way, the cycles of nature, basically. So it's go time now. We've had these other seasons in our life to really rest, to really build. Now it's time to start something new. No more procrastination, no more making excuses. With you being a Gemini rising, it's very easy for you have to think about it like this. You are really good at multitasking. Don't look at yourself like, oh, I get easily distracted, or I start projects, or I start things and I don't finish them, or I get bored with things really quick and I don't finish them. No, you're just a really great multitasker. If you find balance and you study the thing that you love the most, then you're going to focus on that. It'll be go time on that. You can focus on that. And once you complete that task, you can move on to the next thing that you really, really love. So try making a list of, you know, the things that you're interested in, the things that you're focused on, whether it's relationships, business, money, goals, whatever. Write it down and put it in an order of, I love this, or I want to pay attention to this the most right now. And then go down to that. And then try to check it off. I think that Geminis and Virgos, because, you know, you're ruled by the planet Mercury, it's really important for you to utilize being able to write down things and seeing it visually and actually being able to check it off, okay? Then we also have the card Peace. So this could just be peace of mind, okay? Peace of mind is free. And if you have anybody around you that does not give you peace of mind, anybody that is trying to keep you in this energy of guilt, they're not allowing you to grow, you need to make a decision to really like remove yourself away from that situation, or speak up for yourself. Hey, I understand what I did. I get it. I forgive myself. I need forgiveness, and I'm ready to move forward. Either way, I need peace of mind. If a Gemini rising, moon, sun, any Gemini placement, or any Virgo placement, any Mercurial placement, if you guys don't have peace of mind, then your thoughts are all jumbled up and your life starts to reflect that. Then your room becomes messy, your car becomes messy, and it's just a lot. So this could also be needing to clean up your space. Maybe cleaning up your space will give you a peace of mind so that you can put your thoughts in order, and now you can be able to study the things that you want to bring you these new opportunities, okay? Now I'm going to read from the Pegasus Oracle deck. Okay, we have Pegasus of Sirius. So it says, beloved, Pegasus brings the wisdom, light, and power of the ancient benevolent star system Sirius to your heart. This special healing is for starseed souls who may feel as though they belong in a faraway stellar realm of light rather than on our beautiful but sometimes confusing planet Earth. Your spiritual purpose is to be a lighthouse for humanity. It is important to trust your own wisdom above all. Even when you are inspired or guided by another, consult your intuition to discern your truth. Sometimes you may feel like a lone wolf, even amongst others. You are supposed to be different so you can affect positive spiritual change within the human collective, but you do not always need to be alone. Listen inwardly, and you will know how to balance connection with solitude. Trust what you need and when, and act on that. Do not give your power away. Don't give your power away, okay? Where was I at? I always do this. Even if another may seem more advanced than you, your direct, authentic connection to divine love and wisdom is affirmed. Trust it. A significant spiritual awakening or soul growth spurt is taking place. Trust in new insights and unusual perspectives that help lead you forward on your path as a light bearer in our world. You are not alone. You are loved, Gemini rising. Okay, so I hope that this message finds you well. I hope that it's digestible. If you guys want to get a full tarot or astrology reading with me, again, go to solaristhehighpriestess.com to get a full reading with me. But yeah, this is the reading for the new moon in Aries on April 1st, okay? So initiate your change to get out of whatever dark space you've been in or anything that you've been hung up on or stuck on, because once you're able to get past that, we're seeing beautiful blessings that could really rain in at this time, okay? So yeah, thank you.